and turn to back-to-school season. While most schools across the country returned to in-person instruction last year, many families opted to stick with virtual instruction or transition to homeschooling. And for them, the start of this new school year is bringing with it a new range of anxieties. Some students and even their parents.
My daughter just went back to school today. She's now a 6th grader.
Taking to social media like TikTok to share their stories. Kimberly Back of Flat Gap, Kentucky, last year homeschooled her 2 girls, 2nd grader Rowan and 9th grader Delilah, because she says she was unsure of the school policies and COVID protocols. For Delilah, that means making one of the most nerve-wracking academic transitions after years spent away. How's it been so far?
It's been good. I've been having a lot of fun with my classes.
Did you have any anxieties given that you hadn't been in school in person for at least 2 years, maybe more than that?
Yes. Mainly it was just with talking to people, because it used to be just a Google Meet for a little bit, or texting, not long social interactions.
And Kimberly, for your youngest, Rowan, who's now going into 2nd grade, what has it been like for her? I'm sure there's a number of things that I think a lot of parents would take for granted that kids pick up in school that she might not have been exposed to.
Absolutely. It's been sort of full throttle fun mode for her. And it's been interesting to see, sort of all the quirks that kids learn in kindergarten. She's doing that with, a couple of years of maturity. So in a way, some things have been easier. But, she's also making these, in-person connections with her peers for the first time. So every day when she comes home, it's, talking about meeting new friends, and, we would go together to playgrounds and parks and things, but this is her first time having all of those interactions with people her age at school. So that's been a very welcome experience for her.
Kimberly, I was going to ask you too, what advice you would have for parents who are helping their kids face any anxieties they might have about returning to school after now, 2.5 years of this pandemic?
I think the most important factor is communication and making sure to check in with your kids. And I think that advice can apply to all grade levels. Talk to them about those in-person anxieties, those fears. Keep a two-way line of communication with them, and share your own fears within reason, to talk about that, you can be open with each other. If something's going on or something's concerning, that they can come to you and talk to you. And then also, be sure to utilize school resources. All the teachers and administrators are there to, love the kids and embrace them again. They're just as excited to be back as, the kids are, and families are. So just keep those lines of communication open.
So Delilah, for other kids who might be going back to school in person for the first time, now that you've been back at school for a week or two, what advice would you give them in facing their anxieties?
Probably just go for it. I mean, literally on the first day of school, I was kind of attacked by a friend that I had that I made over the pandemic, and she basically brought me over to her whole friend group, and it turned out that it was some people who I recognized. One kid was from my elementary school, and then others she's talked about before. So it was exciting. So just go for it. Who knows?
Kimberly and Delilah Back of Flat Gap, Kentucky. Thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.